Sister Wives Bombshell, Meri Brown marries her new boyfriend and invites Kody Brown. Hello friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The Sister Wives universe has never lacked drama, heartbreak, or unexpected twists. Yet, in the latest shocking turn of events, Meri Brown, the first wife of Kody Brown, has made headlines once again by stepping into a brand new chapter of her life. After years of emotional neglect, public humiliation, and a spiritual divorce from Kody, Meri has tied the knot with her new boyfriend. The most shocking detail: she reportedly invited her ex-husband, Kody Brown, to the wedding. This development has sparked countless debates among fans, insiders, and even within the Brown family itself. Did Meri invite Kody out of peace and closure? Or was this an act of quiet revenge? How did Robyn, Christine, and Janelle react? And what does this mean for the already fractured family dynamic that TLC has documented for over a decade? This article will dive deep into Meri's journey, her new love, the wedding day, and the ripple effects this decision has had across the Brown family tree. Meri's long road to independence. Meri Brown has always been one of the most complex figures in Sister Wives. As Kody's first wife, she entered the plural marriage with hope, only to find herself sidelined as Kody's relationships with Janelle, Christine, and later Robyn took precedence. For years, viewers watched as Meri's emotional needs went unmet. Kody openly admitted that he had no desire for intimacy with her, leaving Meri heartbroken and isolated. Things worsened after the catfishing scandal, which Kody used as a justification to distance himself even further. But while Meri's marriage to Kody crumbled, she slowly began building her own empire. From her bed and breakfast, Leetsi's Heritage Inn, to her motivational retreats, Meri redefined herself as an independent businesswoman and traveler. Her journey toward independence laid the foundation for this new romance. Friends close to Meri say she was finally ready to open her heart and no longer felt tied to the man who dismissed her for years. The new boyfriend. Insiders describe Meri's new husband as a man who is the polar opposite of Kody. While Kody often came across as self-absorbed, controlling, and dismissive, Meri's new partner is said to be attentive, supportive, and deeply respectful of her independence. He reportedly met Meri at a leadership retreat, where the two bonded over shared values and personal growth. Unlike Kody, who always had the spotlight of TLC and the baggage of four wives, this man has no ties to polygamy and has embraced Meri as his one and only. Fans of Sister Wives have long prayed for Meri to find happiness outside of Kody's shadow, and this marriage seems to represent the ultimate reward for her patience and resilience. The wedding that shook the Brown family. Meri's wedding was described as intimate yet symbolic, held in a rustic outdoor venue in Utah with close family and friends in attendance. But the detail that stunned everyone was the presence of Kody Brown himself. Yes, despite years of bitterness, Meri sent him an invitation. Sources close to Meri say she wanted complete closure. She wanted to face Kody not as the rejected wife begging for crumbs of attention, but as a woman who had finally moved on. Eyewitnesses claim Kody looked visibly uncomfortable at the ceremony, especially watching Meri walk down the aisle in a gown that radiated confidence. Some even said Robyn Brown, who reportedly accompanied him, tried to keep a tight smile but couldn't hide her unease. For Kody, who has always projected control, the moment was humbling. Here was Meri, the wife he had emotionally abandoned, finding joy without him, something he once thought she'd never achieve. The Sister Wives fandom exploded on social media as news of the wedding broke. Some fans praised Meri for finally breaking free and showing Kody what real love looks like. Others were shocked that she would invite Kody at all, with one fan writing, "If I were Meri, I'd never let that man near my happiest day." A surprising number of viewers, however, admired her decision, seeing it as a power move that forced Kody to witness her growth. One viral tweet summed up the sentiment: Meri didn't just walk down the aisle, she walked away from decades of pain and made Kody sit in the front row while she did it. Christine Brown, who has always been the most vocal critic of Kody, reportedly congratulated Meri with genuine joy. She has found her own happiness with David Woolley and knows exactly how liberating it feels to move on. Janelle Brown, still reeling from Garrison's passing and her own battles with Kody, also expressed support, telling friends that she was so proud of Meri for finally finding love. Robyn Brown, however, is rumored to have been less enthusiastic. Insiders claim she felt blindsided that Meri not only moved on, but also chose to showcase it so publicly. Robyn has always wanted to maintain some level of loyalty among the wives, and Meri's decision to move forward symbolized the final nail in the coffin of the plural marriage dream. The big question remains, why did Meri invite Kody to the wedding? There are several possible reasons: closure by having him there. Meri ensured she could finally let go of any lingering feelings and show him face to face that she was happy without him. Respect, despite the pain, Kody was part of her life for over 30 years. She may have felt that acknowledging that history was important. Symbolism, Meri may have wanted to flip the script. For years, she was the wife begging Kody for attention. Now, he was the guest at her new beginning, whatever her true motive. The decision was powerful and it left Kody speechless. Kody's reaction: those close to Kody say he was visibly shaken by the wedding while he put on a brave face. Insiders reveal he struggled privately with feelings of rejection and humiliation. One source claimed Kody always believed Meri would never truly leave him. She was the one wife he thought would stick around no matter what. Watching her get married proved him wrong in the most dramatic way possible. This moment might even serve as a turning point for Kody. For the first time, he has to face the fact that the women he once controlled have built lives beyond him. Sister wives shock: Meri Brown gets married again. Christine and Janelle receive special invitations. While Kody is left reeling, the world of sister wives has never been short on drama. But Meri Brown's latest life decision has managed to shock both fans and her own family. In a stunning twist that nobody saw coming, Meri Brown, Kody Brown's first wife, has reportedly tied the knot with her new boyfriend. Even more shocking? She chose to send special invitations to Christine Brown and Janelle Brown, her former sister wives, while keeping Kody at arm's length for years. Meri's love life has been a subject of speculation, heartbreak, and endless reality TV analysis. But this moment marks the first time she has stepped completely away from Kody and started an entirely new chapter. Sources close to the Brown family have confirmed that not only was Kody not the center of this celebration, but Meri's ex-sister wives, Christine and Janelle, were given an honor that speaks volumes about how the family dynamic has shifted. This article dives deep into the emotional rollercoaster surrounding Meri's wedding, the symbolism of those exclusive invitations, the fractured relationships within the family, and how this moment could permanently redefine sister wives. The road to Meri's new marriage and Meri Brown's journey on Sister Wives has been one of the most complicated arcs in reality TV history. As Kody's first wife, she once held a special place in his heart and in the family structure. But over the years, her relationship with Kody disintegrated in front of cameras. Fans witnessed Kody repeatedly dismissing Meri's emotional needs. The infamous catfishing scandal, which Kody used as evidence that Meri had betrayed him. Years of loneliness, where Meri openly admitted she felt like an outsider in her own family. Robyn Brown's rise as Kody's favorite wife, which left Meri further alienated. For the past several seasons, Meri seemed trapped in limbo. She maintained her spiritual marriage to Kody long after Christine walked away, and even after Janelle expressed her discontent. But slowly, Meri began to focus more on her independence, running her bed and breakfast, traveling solo, and building friendships outside the family circle. According to insiders, Meri's new boyfriend came into her life quietly, away from the cameras. Their connection was said to be instant, and unlike her strained marriage with Kody, this relationship was built on mutual respect and emotional reciprocity. Over time, the bond deepened until the two decided marriage was the next natural step. The wedding itself, sources claim, was a private yet elegant ceremony, far from the chaotic polygamous household where Meri spent decades. This event symbolized her autonomy and her fresh start. Decorations were understated but meaningful, with elements of Meri's personal style woven into every detail. Instead of focusing on tradition, the couple embraced individuality, something Meri had long been denied in her plural marriage with Kody. One major surprise: Christine and Janelle were not just casual guests. Their invitations were described as special, personalized, heartfelt, and delivered with an emotional message that brought both women to tears. Christine, who left Kody first and went on to find happiness with David Woolley, reportedly told friends that she felt honored beyond words to be included in Meri's new chapter. Janelle, still navigating her post-Kody independence, also attended and was said to be incredibly moved by Meri's growth. Both women showed up, not just in attendance, but in solidarity. For longtime viewers who remember the often icy tensions between the sister wives, this moment represented healing and a rare sense of unity. Why Christine and Janelle? The symbolism behind the invitations: the fact that Meri extended special invitations to Christine and Janelle while leaving Kody sidelined speaks volumes. Recognition of shared struggles. All three women endured decades of emotional neglect while trying to build lives with Kody. By including them, Meri acknowledged their shared pain and survival. reclaiming sisterhood. While Robyn was often painted as Kody's closest ally, Christine and Janelle grew closer after their separations. Meri's invitation to them signaled a rebuilding of trust and genuine sisterhood beyond Kody's control. Exclusion of Kody. The lack of any grand gesture toward Kody highlights how far removed he is from Meri's current happiness. Once the man she hoped to repair a marriage with, Kody is now seen as irrelevant to her joy. New alliance. Fans speculate that this may mark the beginning of a stronger public bond between the three ex-wives. Instead of being rivals, they are now redefining themselves as supportive women who no longer need Kody's approval. Kody's reaction: shock, denial, and bitterness. If you think Kody Brown took this news well, think again. Reports suggest that Kody was blindsided by Meri's marriage. He had assumed, even after their separation, that Meri would remain tied to the family brand and to him in some way. Sources close to Kody revealed he allegedly felt betrayed, that Meri did not consult him before remarrying. He reportedly mocked the new relationship, claiming Meri just wanted attention. Privately, he has expressed jealousy over the fact that Christine, Janelle, and now Meri are finding happiness while his marriage to Robyn is strained by financial burdens and emotional turmoil. Some fans even believe Kody expected an invitation himself. If true, the fact that Meri invited Christine and Janelle instead would sting all the more. Christine and Janelle's role at the wedding. Attendees at the wedding claim Christine and Janelle weren't just passive guests, they actively supported Meri, sitting near the front, sharing laughs, and even joining her for celebratory photos. Christine reportedly gave a short toast, praising Meri for her bravery and perseverance. Janelle, meanwhile, was seen hugging Meri multiple times, showing a closeness fans never thought they'd see after years of reality TV rivalry. The women's presence sent a clear message: the bonds between them run deeper than Kody's control. Together, they are rewriting what sister wives means outside of polygamy. This is the real sisterhood we wanted. Fans of sister wives have exploded online, with reactions to the wedding. Social media platforms lit up with comments like, "Finally, Meri is living for herself and not for Kody. The way Christine and Janelle showed up for her gives me chills. That's real family. Kody is probably losing his mind right now, and honestly, he deserves it." Some even suggested that TLC should spin off a new show featuring Christine, Janelle, and Meri without Kody and Robyn. Viewers are eager to see more of this newfound sisterhood dynamic. Robyn Brown, the silent observer. And what about Robyn? The fourth and now only legal wife of Kody reportedly kept her distance from the situation. Insiders claim she was aware of the wedding but did not receive an invitation. Robyn, who has often been accused of dividing the family, now finds herself isolated with Kody, while the ex-wives seem to be thriving independently. For many fans, this is poetic justice. What this means for the future of sister wives. Meri's marriage changes the storyline of Sister Wives Forever. The show, originally built on the struggles of a plural marriage, now has three ex-wives who are fully moving on from Kody. Possible future arcs include Christine, Janelle, and Meri forging a new sisterhood narrative, Kody and Robyn facing financial collapse without the others, a potential spin-off focusing on the ex-wives' journeys beyond polygamy. One thing is certain: the power dynamics have shifted completely. Kody is no longer the center of the Brown family universe. After years of being sidelined, humiliated, and made to feel invisible, Meri Brown has taken back control of her story by marrying her new love and choosing to include Christine and Janelle in a meaningful way. She has symbolically shut the door on decades of pain and opened one toward true freedom. For Christine and Janelle, their presence at the wedding was more than a courtesy, it was an act of sisterhood, healing, and solidarity. For Kody, it was a brutal reminder that the women he once controlled no longer need him. Meri's wedding was not just a celebration of love, it was a declaration of independence, a rewriting of her legacy, and perhaps the first real sign that the Brown family story has entered a brand new era. Sister Wives Bombshell. Christine Brown to confront Kody's misdeeds and expose the truth in front of TLC cameras. For years, Sister Wives has been the ultimate guilty pleasure reality show, offering fans a glimpse inside the chaotic world of Kody Brown and his four wives. But now, after years of silence, heartbreak, and carefully edited family drama, Christine Brown is preparing to do something no one expected: confront Kody head-on and expose his darkest misdeeds on national television. Christine, the third wife, who walked away from the marriage in 2021, has made it clear that she is no longer afraid of Kody, his manipulations, or the carefully crafted image he has tried to preserve for TLC. Instead, she is reportedly ready to pull back the curtain and let viewers see the truth about Kody Brown, the truth that, according to her, has been hidden for far too long. This explosive development could not only shake the Brown family to its core, but also forever change the direction of sister wives. Christine Brown, from loyal wife to independent powerhouse, Christine's journey has been nothing short of remarkable. For decades, she was portrayed as the bubbly, upbeat wife who tried to keep peace in the chaotic plural marriage. She cooked, cleaned, raised children, and put on a brave face even when she was hurting. But as seasons unfolded, cracks in the marriage began to show. Kody openly criticized Christine's weight, dismissed her feelings, and often compared her to his favorite wife, Robyn. Fans watched in horror as Christine slowly crumbled under Kody's neglect. By the time she left in 2021, Christine had become the symbol of liberation for viewers who longed to see one of the wives escape Kody's toxic grasp. Now remarried to David Woolley and thriving, Christine has nothing to lose and everything to gain by finally telling the truth about what went on behind closed doors. The misdeeds, what Christine plans to expose. So, what exactly will Christine confront Kody about? According to insiders, Christine is ready to air the following grievances: Kody's favoritism toward Robyn. For years, Christine and the other wives accused Kody of prioritizing Robyn over everyone else. Christine plans to reveal how Kody's favoritism was not just emotional but financial, with Robyn receiving more money, gifts, and attention than the other wives combined. Emotional neglect of his children. Christine has long hinted that Kody was absent in the lives of many of his kids, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. She may directly accuse him of abandoning their children when they needed him most. Financial secrets. Rumors have circulated for years that Kody mishandled family funds, funneling money into Robyn's home and her children's future while neglecting the rest of the family. Christine may use this confrontation to expose receipts and timelines that back up these claims. Gaslighting and manipulation. Christine has been vocal about how Kody made her feel small and unworthy. On camera, she may openly accuse him of gaslighting her and the other wives to maintain control over the family. The truth about Kody past family's infamous Kody past property has been a source of endless tension. Christine could blow the lid off how Kody manipulated the land deals, leaving his wives with false promises and financial burdens. Still, cameras roll. A confrontation years in the making, like private arguments in the past. This time, Christine is prepared to let the cameras capture everything. Sources suggest that in the upcoming season of Sister Wives, TLC producers have arranged a special sit-down between Christine and Kody. This won't be a reunion moderated by a host. It will be a raw, unfiltered confrontation, where Christine looks Kody in the eye and tells him exactly how he destroyed their marriage and family. Christine is expected to deliver hard truths with no sugarcoating. She's done protecting him, a source revealed. She feels like the fans deserve to know the reality of who Kody really is, not just the version he tries to play for TV. Kody's likely response: defensiveness and denial. If there's one thing fans know about Kody, it's that he doesn't handle criticism well. Throughout the show, he has often dismissed the wives' complaints, turning the blame back on them instead. When Christine confronts him, Kody will likely deny favoritism toward Robyn and claim he treated all wives equally, blame Christine for leaving instead of trying harder to make the marriage work, play the victim, insisting he has been unfairly portrayed by TLC and the ex-wives. Accuse Christine of seeking attention by dragging private matters into the public spotlight. But this time, Christine may come armed with evidence-specific examples, dates, and details that Kody can't easily dismiss. Christine's motivation: protecting the kids and reclaiming the narrative. Christine has said repeatedly that she left Kody to protect her children from growing up in a toxic environment. By confronting Kody on camera, she isn't just seeking closure for herself, she's reclaiming her story. For years, Kody controlled the narrative, painting Christine as difficult, disloyal, or dramatic. By speaking directly to fans and viewers, Christine can finally give her side of the story without Kody interrupting or spinning the situation. Janelle Brown. Janelle has always had Christine's back, especially in recent years. She is reportedly supportive of Christine's decision to confront Kody, and may even encourage her to go further. Janelle, who is also separated from Kody, could use this moment to validate her own grievances. Meri Brown. Meri's relationship with Kody has been strained for years, but she has often remained quiet in public. However, Christine's boldness might inspire Meri to share her own truth. Whether she'll speak out on camera remains to be seen. Robyn is likely to take this the hardest, as Kody's legal wife and staunchest defender. She will likely accuse Christine of exaggerating or lying. Robyn's emotional breakdowns on Sister Wives have become infamous, and fans predict another one is on the way. We've waited for this moment. The Sister Wives fanbase has been buzzing ever since whispers of Christine's confrontation leaked. Online forums and social media pages are filled with excitement. Christine is finally going to give Kody the verbal smackdown he deserves. I want to see Robyn's face when Christine exposes the favoritism on national TV. This is the moment the whole series has been leading up to. Fans who once felt frustrated by Christine's silence are now rallying behind her, calling her the voice of truth for the family. The future of Sister Wives. Can the show survive the truth? TLC has built an empire on the drama of the Brown family, but Christine's confrontation could either make or break the series. If Christine's revelations are as explosive as expected, viewership could skyrocket. Fans love nothing more than reality stars exposing secrets and breaking free from controlling relationships. On the other hand, if Kody is publicly humiliated, he may refuse to continue filming, leaving TLC with a broken storyline. In that case, the network could pivot to a spin-off focusing on Christine, Janelle, and even Meri, showcasing their lives post-Kody. Christine's defining moment for years. Kody Brown was the quiet supporter, the homemaker, the wife who smiled through the pain but no more. Now, she is stepping into her power, armed with truth, ready to confront the man who once controlled her life. This upcoming confrontation with Kody isn't just about airing dirty laundry. It's about accountability, healing, and finally showing the world what really went on behind the walls of the Brown family's plural marriage. Christine's courage could change the narrative forever, turning her from the underdog of Sister Wives into its ultimate heroine. And as TLC cameras roll, one thing is certain: the truth is coming and Kody Brown will. Sister Wives bombshell. Meri Brown describes Kody's devilish appearance, claims his behavior deteriorated after marrying Robyn for years. Sister Wives has pulled back the curtain on the complicated, often painful lives of the Brown family. But now, in one of the most shocking revelations yet, Meri Brown has reportedly described her ex-husband Kody Brown as having a devilish appearance, claiming that his entire behavior and personality began to unravel after marrying his fourth wife, Robyn. The confession, which fans are already dubbing the most explosive claim Meri has ever made, sheds light on what many long suspected, that Kody's descent into bitterness, anger, and favoritism was tied directly to Robyn's entry into the family. According to Meri, the man she married decades ago was unrecognizable by the time Robyn took center stage. When Meri first made the shocking claim, fans were stunned. The idea that she would describe Kody, the patriarch of their plural marriage, as having a devilish appearance was more than just colorful language. It was a symbolic reflection of how dark his presence had become in her life. According to Meri, Kody's eyes grew colder, his posture more intimidating, and his tone increasingly hostile over the years. She explained that there was once warmth in his gaze, but after Robyn entered the picture, Kody's demeanor shifted. He wasn't the man I married anymore, Meri reportedly said. It was like something took over him, his whole appearance, his attitude, everything. There was a devilish look in his eyes, especially when he was angry. And he was angry a lot. Life before Robyn. The early years of the Brown family's polygamous marriage. Kody had 3 wives: Meri, Janelle, and Christine. While the relationships were not without tension, there was at least a sense of balance. Each wife had a role, and Kody divided his time with varying degrees of fairness. Meri was the legal wife, the cornerstone of the family structure. Though her marriage with Kody was not perfect, she once described him as a man who was adventurous, charismatic, and deeply connected to his wives and children. But everything changed in 2010 when Robyn entered the family. Robyn's rival, the turning point. Robyn's rival was supposed to strengthen the family, but instead, it triggered a chain reaction of jealousy, favoritism, and resentment. Kody's fascination with Robyn was obvious from the beginning. He courted her with an intensity that the other wives hadn't seen in years, often showering her with attention while neglecting the others. Meri revealed that she first noticed the change in Kody's appearance during this period. His smile toward Robyn was filled with energy, but toward his other wives, his eyes seemed hollow and dark. Fans of the show have long accused Robyn of being the favorite wife. But Meri's description of how Kody's entire demeanor transformed after marrying Robyn takes the criticism to another level. Kody's behavioral decline after marrying Robyn. Meri claims that Kody's behavior began to deteriorate rapidly. Favoritism. Kody openly favored Robyn and her children, spending most of his time with them while ignoring his other wives and their kids. Anger and resentment. He grew increasingly angry when the other wives questioned his decisions. Arguments escalated into shouting matches, with Kody displaying what Meri called a frightening intensity, control, and manipulation. According to Meri, Kody became obsessed with controlling the family narrative, often trying to gaslight his wives into believing they were the problem. Isolation. He isolated himself from Christine, Janelle, and Meri, often refusing to visit their homes. This behavior worsened during the COVID-19 pandemic, where Kody used restrictions as an excuse to stay almost exclusively with Robyn. Meri's breaking point for Meri. The breaking point was not just Kody's neglect, but the way his appearance and demeanor seemed to symbolize his inner transformation. He looked at me like I was the enemy. Meri confessed, his eyes didn't have love in them anymore, they had judgment, anger, and something I can only describe as devilish. That's when I knew I was holding onto a ghost of the man I used to love. Meri endured years of emotional abandonment, desperately trying to salvage the relationship. But eventually, she could no longer deny the truth. Kody wasn't coming back to her. Christine's agreement. I saw it to Kody Brown, who divorced Kody in 2021. Reportedly backed up Meri's claims. In conversations with close friends, Christine has said she also noticed a scary change in Kody after Robyn joined the family. He wasn't the same Kody, Christine allegedly said. He had a fire in his eyes, but it wasn't passion. It was anger. It was like he was consumed with resentment toward us while worshipping Robyn. Christine's departure from the family was, in many ways, the first domino to fall. But her agreement with Meri's description adds weight to the theory that Robyn's arrival triggered something dark in Kody. Janelle's experience. He's not the man I married. Janelle, too, has spoken about her disillusionment with Kody. While she hasn't used the term devilish, she has described Kody as unrecognizable compared to the man she once loved. Her relationship with him deteriorated to the point where, during season 18, she told cameras she couldn't even imagine sharing a life with him anymore. Janelle's experience further supports the narrative that Kody's behavior spiraled after marrying Robyn. Fans react. Kody became the villain of his own story. The fanbase of Sister Wives has been quick to react to Meri's comments. Many longtime viewers believe she is finally speaking the truth that was obvious to everyone watching. On social media, reactions include, "We've been saying this for years. Kody's obsession with Robyn destroyed the family. Devilish appearance is the perfect way to describe how he looked at the other wives. This isn't just about favoritism. It's about the darkness he embraced when he chose Robyn over everyone else." Kody's likely response. If history is any guide, Kody will not take Meri's comments lightly. He has consistently dismissed his ex-wives' criticisms, accusing them of being ungrateful or manipulative. It's likely that Kody will deny Meri's description, painting her as bitter or dramatic. He may even attempt to defend Robyn as he has always done, insisting that his other wives failed him. But no matter what he says, the damage to his reputation is growing. Robyn's silence. The queen without a kingdom. Robyn, often portrayed as the instigator of the family's downfall, has remained largely silent in the face of criticism. But her silence speaks volumes. Many fans now view her as the wedge that divided the Brown family, the woman whose presence sparked Kody's alleged transformation. Whether fair or not, the narrative has solidified. Robyn became the queen of Kody's world, but at the cost of destroying the entire family structure. TLC cameras. Will they capture the truth? Meri's bold description of Kody could set the stage for the most explosive season of Sister Wives. Yet, TLC has a reputation for capturing raw emotion, and fans are eager to see if these claims will be addressed directly on camera. If Meri, Christine, and Janelle openly discuss Kody's deterioration, the show could pivot from documenting polygamy to exposing the downfall of its most famous patriarch. Meri Brown's revelation is more than just a dramatic soundbite. It encapsulates years of pain, neglect, and emotional abuse. By describing Kody's appearance as devilish and tying his decline to Robyn's arrival, Meri has finally given words to what many viewers already suspected. For Meri, Christine, and Janelle, this may mark the beginning of true freedom, not just from Kody's control, but from the shadow he cast over their lives. For Kody, however, the damage to his image may be irreversible. The man once portrayed as a charismatic polygamist is now remembered as someone who let favoritism, anger, and bitterness consume him, until even his first wife saw nothing but darkness in his eyes. And for Robyn, she may have won Kody, but at what cost? The family lies in ruins, the truth is spilling out, and the world now sees Kody through the same lens Meri described: devilish, broken, and forever changed. Sister Wives. Janelle wants to live away from Kody with her children for years. Fans of Sister Wives have watched the Browns navigate the highs and lows of plural marriage. Once portrayed as a united front, the family has slowly unraveled in recent seasons, exposing deep cracks in Kody Brown's relationships with his wives and children. Among those fractures, perhaps the most glaring is the growing distance between Janelle Brown and her husband, Kody. Now, whispers and fan theories suggest that Janelle wants to permanently live away from Kody choosing instead to focus on her children and her independence. In a dramatic shift from the woman viewers once knew as the calm peacemaker, Janelle is allegedly ready to prioritize her own happiness and her kids' well-being away from Kody's chaotic orbit. This article dives into the heart of the rumors, the family drama that fueled them, and the potential fallout for the future of the Brown family. Janelle's long struggle with Kody. Janelle's relationship with Kody has never been as fiery and passionate as Christine's or as emotionally intense as Meri's from the beginning. Janelle positioned herself as the practical wife, focusing on raising her children, managing family finances, and holding the household together. But as the years passed, Janelle's patience began to wear thin. Fans noticed her frustrations growing when Kody began showing clear favoritism toward Robyn and her children. The COVID-19 pandemic became a breaking point, with Kody demanding strict rules that alienated him from Janelle's older sons, particularly Garrison and Gabriel. Janelle tried to balance her loyalty to Kody with her role as a mother, but the tension escalated. Viewers saw her standing firm against Kody's rigid demands, refusing to kick her adult sons out of the house during the pandemic. This moment marked a turning point, one where Janelle seemed to realize her values no longer aligned with Kody's. The mother-child bond that Kody underestimated. What Kody failed to see was that Janelle's strongest loyalty was not to him, but to her children. With 6 kids: Logan, Madison, Hunter, Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah, Janelle has always prioritized their needs above family politics. Kody's strained relationships with Garrison and Gabriel devastated Janelle. Fans watched in disbelief as he dismissed his son's pain, choosing instead to double down on rules and defend Robyn's household. Janelle's heartbreak was evident on camera, and many believe it was the moment she began emotionally separating from Kody. When tragedy struck with the passing of Garrison, the divide only deepened. Janelle reportedly leaned on her children, Christine, and even Meri during her grief, but Kody was noticeably absent from her circle of comfort. Fans speculated that this was the final straw in their fractured marriage. Janelle's vision for independence, unlike Christine, who quickly moved on with a new husband, Janelle's path to independence seems focused less on romance and more on building a peaceful, self-sufficient life surrounded by her children. Speculation suggests Janelle has been considering purchasing her own property separate from Coyote Pass and separate from Kody. She has openly discussed her love for nature, RV living, and independence on Sister Wives, hinting that she wants a life that doesn't revolve around polygamy or drama. Her vision appears simple: live close to her kids, build a homestead where family can gather, and live without the constant stress of Kody's expectations. For many fans, this dream feels far more attainable and realistic than the endless promises Kody has made about building on Coyote Pass. How the children feel about Kody and of the most significant consequences of Janelle's decision to distance herself from Kody is the fractured relationship between Kody and his children. Logan has long lived independently, but he has reportedly kept his distance from Kody, focusing on his own marriage and career. Madison has expressed frustration with her father in the past, especially after his neglect of her siblings. Hunter has also stayed away, making it clear he sides with his siblings. Garrison was vocal about feeling abandoned by Kody before his passing, a wound that still resonates deeply with the family. Gabriel shared an emotional moment on the show where he cried while recalling how Kody forgot his birthday. That scene became one of the most heartbreaking moments of the series. Savanah, the youngest, has quietly supported her mother, often showing more maturity than her father during tense moments. The children's loyalty lies with Janelle, which has only emboldened her decision to step away from Kody. Fans react. Team Janelle fanbase has been overwhelmingly supportive of Janelle's potential move away from Kody. Online forums, Reddit threads, and social media comments often celebrate Janelle as the most grounded of the wives. Many admire her for standing up for her children when Kody failed them. Some fans even argue that Janelle was the real glue of the family all along, and without her, the Brown household will never truly recover. Others hope TLC will give her a spin-off series focusing on her life post-Kody, similar to the fan-favorite attention Christine has received. Kody and Robyn's response. Of course, Janelle's desire to live apart from Kody hasn't gone unnoticed. Rumors suggest Kody and Robyn see her independence as a threat to their narrative. With Christine gone and Meri largely detached, Janelle leaving would leave Kody and Robyn as the sole couple, a reality many fans believe they always wanted, but one that strips the show of its central premise. Robyn has allegedly expressed sadness over the family's collapse, insisting she never wanted to be the last wife standing. Yet fans remain skeptical, pointing to her role in creating division. Kody, meanwhile, has struggled with his public image. He often portrays himself as the victim, claiming his wives abandoned him, but his children's testimonies and Janelle's quiet strength paint a very different picture. The future of sister wives. If Janelle officially distances herself from Kody, sister wives may face a new identity crisis. What was once a show about plural marriage has evolved into a series documenting its collapse. Producers may shift focus toward the individual journeys of the ex-wives, exploring themes of empowerment, family bonds, and healing after leaving Kody. Janelle's story could easily become the centerpiece of this new chapter. Her independence, combined with her devotion to her children, would offer viewers a refreshing narrative of resilience and strength. The contrast to Kody's increasingly bitter storyline. Janelle Brown's rumored desire to live away from Kody with her children feels less like a dramatic twist and more like the natural conclusion to years of heartache. She has spent decades sacrificing her needs for the sake of plural marriage, only to find herself and her children repeatedly dismissed by the man who was supposed to lead their family. By choosing independence, Janelle sends a powerful message not just to Kody, but to anyone who has ever felt trapped in a toxic dynamic. You are allowed to walk away, to rebuild, and to thrive, whether or not TLC cameras capture this next chapter. One thing is clear, Janelle has earned her freedom and fans will be cheering her on every step of the way.